This figure is just a small piece of a huge piece of art that we know as the Sistine Chapel. The ceiling of the Sistine Chapel is made up of the days of creation. This specific piece of art is the first day of creation, when God separated light from darkness. This painting has many effects in it that connect with the Renaissance. For example, it is what we call a fresco, which means it was done with watercolor on a wall or ceiling, and in this case, it was a ceiling. Frescoes were extremely popular during the Renaissance. In addition, incorporated in this painting were nudes, columns, and realism, which were also all important during this time. Some philosophers believe that if you look closely, you may notice that one side of God's body looks slightly more feminine, while the other looks masculine. But most importantly, this piece of art interacts with the values of the Renaissance because God is not as untouchable as he might be depicted in a piece of art from an earlier time. You can see that God is only wearing a cloth instead of a royal garment. In addition, you can immediately see that God is the same size as the other figures in the picture, showing him as more human-like. This connects with the Renaissance because even though people were still very religious during this time, people began to focus a little bit more on themselves and a little bit less on God.